Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm presenting with Jordan and Natasha today our app, Creeper. Now, a lot of us have discovered that all humans have some basic needs, and these include food, water, some place to live, and some clothing. But once we've accomplished these basic needs in life, what are we here for? A lot of us ponder this question, what's after that? So, most of us have also figured out that humans are herd animals, like sheep, cows, or the chimpanzees that we evolved from. We look for social connections with those around us. Most of us have also found out that bars and parties are a great place to try to make these social connections, whether it's looking for a new friend or you're trying to spark a romantic interest. Now, unfortunately, most of us have also discovered that it's a lot like high school when you go to bars or parties. The same people get picked over and over, whether they're the typical jocks or those cheerleaders. It's always the pretty girls or the pretty guys. The shy and socially awkward are the underdogs in these situations. They don't know how to introduce themselves and break the ice. Now, this is a big problem. How do you break the ice? What do? Do you even know that if you try to break the ice, you won't be rejected? This fear of rejection is inborn within all of us, and it's a cause for many of us not to even try to introduce ourselves. Now, we did some preliminary studies through our MVP testing, and we're going to start on the graph on the left, our age and app interest. Originally, we believed that our app interest would go up to the age of 27. So anyone between the ages of 18 and 27 we thought would be interested in an app like this. But unfortunately, we were proved wrong. Our age division is quite simply between the ages of 18 and 24, what most people consider the typical college range. Now, also in our testing, we decided to figure out if many people had the problem with icebreakers. Overwhelmingly, the response was yes. Whether you're male or female, it's hard to break the ice to introduce yourself to someone new. Now, our last question for many of our folks was, are you interested in an app that would help you break the ice? And again, the response was quite overwhelmingly yes. Anyone and almost everyone is interested, if they're in that age division, to try to make it easier to make some new friends. Now, as an example, we have a very simple story to tell you. This is Jim over on the far left and a girl named Kim. When Jim went to the bar with a couple buddies to try to meet a new girlfriend, he saw Kim across the bar and was very interested in her. Thought she was pretty and maybe he would be interested. But he also thought to himself, I'm kind of shy. How would I introduce myself to a pretty girl like her? Very simply, Jim went onto his phone, he had a nice Apple phone, and he downloaded the app Creeper. Now, using Creeper, he opened up the app and found that Kim was actually on the app as well. And then simply he looked at what she was interested in and found a couple of mutual interests. They both like dogs, they both run, and they both are still in college. They go to the same college. So he went over, introduced himself, and instead of getting rejected, they actually made a very quick connection and are still together to this day. This is an uncommon story in many places. What does Creeper do? So Creeper, as I said, is a phone app that can be used on multiple different phones, whether it's an Apple or it's an Android. These phones are enabled with location services like the ones that help you use your GPS. Within a certain radius, we use 150 feet. This phone will help look for people who are also on the app and connect you to them. It'll show mutual interests, whether they're looking for long-term relationships or maybe just a quick fling. Now, Creeper also quite simply works with a very small age division. Again, it's 18 to 24, most often college kids in a bar, or maybe they're even at a dorm party. And where can you use it? Those are the two most common situations, but it's been used elsewhere. There are a couple current solutions for many people. One of them is Tinder. It's a dating site that uses a certain mile radius to look for people who are also interested in, most often, quick hookups. Another solution is Mingleton. Unfortunately for Mingleton's market, they're going out of business quite soon. But very fortunately for us, we can pick up that market and gain their population. Now, there's a fairly good customer segment, as I said earlier, ages 18 to 24. Both males and females are interested in this app. Originally, we thought it would be overwhelmingly females that were looking for connections, but males are just as interested. Almost anyone with a smartphone can also download this app, but we're trying to really reach that early adopter segment. How does a company like this make revenue? The app download will originally be free for all of our customers to gain their interest and really get them interested in what we have to offer. Eventually, we'll be offering the Pro Creeper segment. What this does is it makes it easier to access more people around you. And if you're a Pro Creeper, you can see more about the person you're interested in. So how do you gain traction? Originally, we're looking at word of mouth. Once people have gained interest in our app and have started to use it, they'll be passing it on to their friends because they want them to try to make more connections, or maybe they can see each other on this app. Social media is also going to be huge interest in Creeper. We're going to be hooking up with Facebook and Twitter to try and make it easier for our segments to download information from those two websites if they're already connected. Now, television and internet advertisement will eventually be a thing, looking at Google advertising and also television on common channels like Channel 7. But for now, we're going to stick with the two main channels of word of mouth and social media. Continued communication with our customer is very key in an app development market like ours. If we don't know what our market is looking for, we can't address them and their needs. Thank you very much, and this is Creeper.
That's good.